Hey guys, Recon Striker here, and today I'm just going to give you a short tutorial on this new game that I downloaded. It's called Survive Wilderness Survival. It's from the Google Play Store, and it's free. It's about 40 megabytes in file size to download. That's not including installing, so I'm not sure what it will be after that. But it's a really good game. The story to it is you're in a car driving down a road, it's raining, and then you crash due to it being muddy and slippery. You got to try and survive. There's three different difficulties. You got normal and tough, which are basically the same. You have to travel a certain amount of miles to get to a safety point. So on normal it might be 80 miles, and on tough it might be 90 miles. Obviously tough's going to be slightly more, and you're going to have less items with you because it's a higher difficulty. And then extreme's just it's just like near enough impossible for me to last above the 4 days that I done. Longest days survived before perishing was 4 days. I died of dehydration because you only get like one water bottle, and you could not find a creek or a lake for like 6 days. You never know. It could be that. It could be that stupid. So if we start a new game here, and we'll just wait for it to load. And you just got a little. I cannot speak today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was on Xbox earlier, and I just could not speak at all. Every time I went to say something, I just couldn't spit it out. But this is just a dialogue, so you can assess the situation. Skip this, and as you see at the top left, it says 4 hours daylight remaining. What this is you have 4 hours of daylight remaining until it becomes nighttime. Then it will say 12 hours of, I think it says nighttime remaining. I'm not too sure. We'll find out in a minute when I go to sleep. And it's got day one, and then it's got wandered 0 miles, which means obviously I haven't travelled anywhere, so I wouldn't have wandered anywhere. It's raining as well, so the fire will go out faster. Obviously, if it's raining, fire's going to go out faster than if it's not raining. So if it's not raining in this game, then the fire might take 3 hours to go out, but if it's raining it might take 2 hours to go out, which would mean then your body heat, which I'm going to explain all these bits at the bottom left in a minute, but that means your body heat, you're not going to warm up as much because the fire's not going to last as long. You got food, which is near the top right of the screen. If you click on that, you can forage for food, and in certain places you've got like all these 2 boxes, and you've got these little boxes inside. The one with the little tiny circles, which looks like a grape, sort of, like when they're on a stem, that means you can forage for stuff, so like berries, mushrooms, crickets, etc. And then the 2 like ears with the 2 like triangles next to them, they're meant to be animal tracks, so you can hunt for animals. And it's got closer to safety 2 miles. Now on extreme difficulty, you don't have to worry about that because you don't need to get to a safety point. But the time travel depends on how many miles you're going to be covering. So if you're going to be covering 2 miles, here it says 3 to 5 hours, and then 6 miles is 6 to 8. And then you can click travel. So let's just travel here. It takes 3 hours now, and we're at a hilltop. And you got this menu. You've got shelter, which you can rest. You can build a lean-to, and a debris hut. I believe the debris hut just gives you more warmth because you're going to be inside a hut, so you're going to be warmer than if you're just going to be outside in the cold. You've got a rain catcher, which if you go to the back and go to the bottom right, you've got inventory. You've got bottle, safe water. Safe water is safe, you can drink it. You also have unsafe water, and unsafe water is unsafe and you cannot drink it, or you can, but it will do a sufficient amount of damage to you. Your energy will go right down and you just will not feel too good at all. Now, to make unsafe water safe, all you need to do is create a fire using wood and tinder. Tinder you get from scraping wood, and then you either need matches, which we have 1 match here. And do we have anything else we could use? No. So we've got a match, we light the fire, and then you boil the water to get rid of the bacteria and all the other nasty stuff that's in the unsafe water, and then it becomes safe. But with the rain catcher, because you have a trash bag which you use to create it. What that does is when it catches the rain, it automatically makes it safe, so you don't have to worry about creating a fire and boiling the water. It's just completely safe straight away, and then you can just put it into a bottle, drink it, and then just do it all over again. Fire, if you click on the fire, it says I need tinder to start building a fire. And so what you do is you go back and you click get wood, so it'll collect wood in the dark. Got one bit of wood, click on the fire and it will say make tinder from wood. So I will use my 1 wood to get some tinder. So if I click that, it says success, tinder added to your inventory. So now I have 1 tinder and 0 wood. Then you click on the match here, it will start a fire, and then it works. And you can stoke the fire to make it last longer, but you need wood for that. And you can add tinder, which makes the fire last a little bit longer, and you require tinder for that. You can cook raw meat if you create a deadfall trap, and just say you trap a squirrel, then you gut the squirrel and collect the meat. You can either cook it, which will give you 600 calories, or you can smoke it, which will only give you 400. So it's best to cook it so you get more calories and then you have more energy at the end of it. And then at the bottom right you've got about boiling water. If you go back and go onto water, it says you need to find a lake, water puddle, or wait for the rain. So if you wait for it to rain, then you can collect the water. And food, now normally in the food, at the top right, just above the fish's mouth, it will have forage. And if you go foraging for food, then you collect the edible berries. You can get unknown berries and unknown mushrooms, which you cannot eat. They will just give you food poisoning, and then you end up losing energy. And you can also click on look for tracks. So you can look for tracks, but you have to do it in the daytime. So it says it's impossible to find any tracks at night. So we go back, and if you want to craft, just say a spear, then you go back, you go into this menu again and click on the knife, and it says crafting, and you've got different things you can create. You can create a rope, a fire plow, a wooden spear, some more rope. You can either create rope out of raw what's that word, cordage. I don't know what raw cordage is. Or you can create rope out of a piece of cloth. You've got a bow drill, a fire plow, and a bow drill is both used to create a fire if you don't have any matches or magnesium fire starter. You've got a fishing rod and fishing hook, which you need to catch fish. You can craft a rope net bag. So if we craft one of them, we've got we just crafted a rope net bag. You can also get a wood bundle, so it requires 4 wood and a rope. So if you have, just say, 8 bits of wood in your inventory and it's taking up 8 spaces, you create a wood bundle, and instead of using 8 spaces in your inventory, it'd only take 2, because it just bundles it together and makes it into one slot. You can create a 4-pronged spear, which you use to get fish, a birch bark torch, which if you don't have a torch on you at the time, which you don't in the extreme mode, you can do in the tough mode, but you definitely do in the normal mode, then you can use the birch torch to give you light in the night time, so you can collect a bit more wood or anything rather than not having a torch at all. The pouch, again, foraging. What you need is when you have a pouch on you, you can collect more stuff, so edible berries. So instead of being able to collect 1 edible berry, you might be able to collect 3, and you can also collect water puddles, which you can then fill your water up with. And if you go into inventory, so you've got all your stuff, so you've got your bottle with bottled soda, energy bar, outdoor clothing, your knife, trash bag, fish hook, pouch, small backpack, an empty bottle, and a rope net bag, which you created. Also to note, the rope net bag gives you more storage slots. So as you see here, it gives me +4 space. So now instead of being able to carry 14 items, I can carry 18. go and collect some wood here, and you got 1 wood. Now if you had a light source at night, you'd be able to collect more wood, and in the daytime you collect more than what you would at night. You can collect 3 or sometimes 4 bits of wood. I've collected 4 bits of wood at once, only one time, but normally I collect about 2 or 3. Click shelter, you can rest, which will take an hour off time, and then it will decrease your body heat and hydration slightly sometimes, and also increase your stamina by about 15%. So if you see it's 65% now, so if I was to rest for an hour, it goes to 70. So that's only gone up 5%, but normally it's about 10-15%. You can add padding so you can actually sleep for longer hours, which will also increase your energy as well as stamina. So if we sleep, then as you see, okay, the energy's gone down for some reason. Normally it does actually go up. But that is pretty much it. That's all you need to know about this game. And you got old campsites and forest trails that you can travel to. Let's travel to this one. But that is basically it about this game. It's just like the basics. You got the more advanced stuff, like when you got a rain catcher and it's raining, like how to get like unlimited water supply to make sure you're constantly hydrated. But you don't need to know any of that yet if you just want to do the normal mode of the game. But if you want to do the extreme mode, then you're going to have to be more organised and prepare a lot more. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe if you haven't already. I do really appreciate it. It helps me and it supports my channel. And if you've got any questions about this game or just any general inquiry, then pop them down in the comments. I read comments every day and I will do my best to answer questions that you have. If I don't know personally, then I will research it for you and then get back to you, hopefully in that same day, if not the day after. Just depends on what I'm doing that day. But that's it. I hope you guys have a very nice rest of your day. I'm Recon Striker and I will see you soon.